Hello everyone, my name is Jan, which is short for Brian, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Obscure Design. Since this is my first YouTube video, and I'd like to introduce myself. I am currently located in the Philippines right now, and my art background, I did an animation workshop at Toon City Animation, which is a outsourced animation studio, and I worked a little bit on the Disney 7D cartoon series. The main influence that I have for my drawing and animation is this guy, Bruce Timm. I really like his character design. I do have some influence in anime, but I usually go back to this one because I really love the simple design and the efficiency when you're working on this kind of design. So expect these kind of drawings on my channel for animation, and I also do gesture drawing. I'm going to do that, and a little bit of anatomy. So basically I'll just be talking about what I'm learning as I do these videos in animation, like anatomy, perspective, which I really think those are really important things in drawing for animations. And also, while I do that, I will be talking about this software right here, which is called Krita, and I am currently on version 4.0.1 because I tried to upgrade to the newest one, but the latest one doesn't have support for audio, which is I am going to use audio for my animation for doing lip syncing. So right now in this first video, I'd like to talk about a little bit about my setup. My setup is this workspace right here is very minimalistic. I only have the animation, the palette, a layer, brush presets, which I actually customize, and the tool option on top, and on the bottom I only have the timeline and the onion skins. So that's it. I usually work when I press tab in canvas only mode. That way I minimize all the clutter. And the next thing I'm going to be talking about is my shortcuts. I think it's really important to have shortcuts because I like to get a tool that I want immediately by pressing a keys. I don't have to find on my workspace, on my interface, to look for that tool. So for my keyboard shortcuts, I had some proper training for keyboarding, typing, and I usually lay my fingers on the ASDF on my left hand, and on the right hand I have my Wacom Bamboo. So since this is animation, to do the flipping, I have my D to go back keyframe, and then to go back a frame, and then F to go forward. And I'll demonstrate it right now. I'll make a circle, and the G, actually I have the G for the onion skin. Let me draw an onion right here. There you go. Okay, let me go to the animation tablet, and let me go to frame. This is currently right now I'm on frame 0, and if I go to frame 1, it shows right here on top. I'll click on this one right here to make a new frame, and now we are on the new frame. So if I press G to enable the onion skin, I can see a little bit of what's behind in the current frame. So let me do another drawing, maybe a flattened circle. Now disable my onion skin, and there you go. I could just flip this forward and backward to check my animation. And what else? DB, that's a default for brush. The letter C is a customized actually, because I do this a lot. In animation, you have to try to keep your drawings in proportion, and what that means is that every when you turn to a different frame, you try to keep your head the same, about the same size. You don't want a head that's always changing in size. In animation, that would really look weird. So on the C, I have the lasso select tool. I'm going to press it right now. I select this. Then I have the letter T for transform. So I could just move it like this. If I want to change the size or the proportion of the let's say if this was the head. So I'll go back to B, and I'm going to. I have the W for deselect. There you go. And for the navigation, I have the middle mouse button to do the panning. And if you hold Control over here, Control, and you do the middle mouse button again, that's the zooming, and Shift to rotate the canvas. You definitely need that to do precise drawings. Now I have number 5 to. This is the default keys for resetting the rotation, and I press 2 to zoom to fit, which is too small. So I'm just gonna hold Control, zoom, and then pan with the middle mouse button, or the middle, whatever you have configured on the on your Wacom pan. I have my Wacom pan. I mean, this is the default configuration. There are 2 buttons on the Wacom pan. The one in the bottom is the middle mouse, and then the one on the top is the right click. So, anyways, lastly, I have the letter E for changing the brush current, and the last one. So I have this one is the eraser, and then when I press E, I go back to my pencil. So yeah, right now I know this is actually kind of boring doing intros, but hopefully on my next video I'll try to keep things more interesting. And that's it. Goodbye. See you on the next episode.